Hello everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless Soapy Stories channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Why an our shocker? Dumas reveals the truth. Victoria is Jack Abbott's daughter, not Victor's. The walls of Newman Enterprises are about to shake like never before. In one of the most shocking twists in The Young and the Restless history, an explosive secret comes to light that changes everything, not just for the Newman family, but for the entire foundation of Genoa City's elite. The truth? Victoria Newman, heir to the empire, firstborn daughter of Victor Newman and the woman groomed to take his legacy, is not his daughter at all. She is, in fact, the biological child of none other than Jack Abbott. And the man who drops this bombshell? None other than the enigmatic, calculating, and increasingly dangerous Aristotle Dumas. Firecracker the setup. Dumas plays his final card. All week long, Dumas has been a storm cloud hovering over Genoa City. After months of quiet manipulation, corporate espionage, backdoor deals, and unnerving interest in the Newmans, he makes his boldest move yet. He schedules a press conference, broadcast live and uninvited from the rooftop of society, flanked by lawyers and security. Journalists are confused. Executives are livid. But what Dumas reveals shocks even the most jaded. Truth, he says, looking straight into the camera, is the most dangerous weapon. And I've just pulled the pin. He holds up a manila envelope. Inside this folder is a DNA report, one that proves a secret buried for over 40 years. Victor Newman is not the biological father of Victoria Newman. The crowd gasps. Reporters shout questions. Social media explodes. Dumas pauses for effect. Then, with the grace of a man who knows exactly what kind of hellfire he's unleashing, he continues. The true father? John Abbott's eldest son, Jack Abbott. Test tube flashback. The night that changed everything. According to Dumas documents, decades ago, in a time when Jack and Nikki were tangled in romantic chaos and Victor's power was still rising, Nikki had a brief but passionate affair with Jack. The timeline has always been muddied, intentionally so. What no one knew is that Nikki had doubts about her pregnancy. She'd even undergone a private paternity test back in the 1980s, a test that was falsified by a Newman-paid doctor, instructed to protect the Newman name at all costs. Dumas uncovered this, and the original test, hidden in a private safety deposit box under a defunct alias in Chicago. He didn't stop there. He obtained fresh DNA samples from Victoria via a discarded water bottle at Chancellor Winter's, and from Jack via a handshake at Society that left fingerprints on a wine glass. The results? A 99.9999% paternal match. Victoria is Jack's daughter. Crossed swords fall out. Newman versus Abbott. The battle reignites. Back in the Newman Tower, chaos erupts. Victoria watches the live stream in frozen silence, surrounded by stunned executives. Victor, watching from the ranch, turns pale. Nikki drops her glass of wine. No, she whispers. It can't be. Jack, watching from the Abbott mansion, stares in disbelief. Tracy covers her mouth. Ashley murmurs, My God, that explains everything. Victoria rushes to the ranch, confronting her parents. Tell me it's a lie, she pleads. Victor, shaken, says nothing. Nikki, after a long pause, finally admits the truth. She had doubts but believed the falsified test. I thought I was protecting you. I thought it didn't matter. You were raised as a Newman. Victoria recoils. But I'm not a Newman. I'm an Abbott. Firecracker, the emotional bombshells begin. Victoria spirals. Her entire identity has been built around being Victor's firstborn. She sacrificed everything, relationships, motherhood, even her morality, to prove herself worthy of his name. Now, she feels like a stranger in her own skin. Victor is gutted. For the first time in decades, the Titan of Genoa City feels powerless. He thought he controlled everything. But the one thing he cherished most, the bond with his daughter, was based on a lie. Jack is stunned. He never imagined he could have had a daughter with Nikki. At first, he's skeptical. But when he receives the same DNA results, verified by his own sources, he weeps. All these years, he tells Tracy, I had a daughter, and I never knew. Nick is conflicted. He feels for his sister, but also feels betrayed that the woman he thought of as their family glue may now feel like an outsider. Adam? Surprisingly, he offers a kind word to Victoria.
You're still you, he says.
And maybe now you'll finally stop trying to earn his love. Man Detective, what was Dumas' endgame? It becomes clear that Dumas had a personal reason for unveiling this truth. Turns out, decades ago, Dumas' mother was a low-level Newman accountant who died mysteriously after discovering illegal financial activity.
Victor buried it.
Dumas grew up obsessed with revenge and exposing every dirty secret the Newmans tried to bury. Victoria's DNA secret was just the biggest. He tells her directly in a chilling face-to-face scene, You were never supposed to be his legacy. You're not his blood. That crown you wore? It was always borrowed. Briefcase power shifts. Business and bloodlines collide. The board of Newman Enterprises erupts. Investors panic. Victoria resigns, publicly. She walks into the boardroom, hands in her resignation letter, and delivers a spine-chilling speech. I spent my life proving I was Victor Newman's daughter. Turns out, I was trying to live up to a man who never truly saw me. I don't need his name to be powerful. I have my own. Meanwhile, Jack reaches out. He invites Victoria to Abbott Manor. She hesitates but visits. Their first scene together as father and daughter is subtle, tentative, and tear-filled. Jack. I don't want to replace anything. But if there's space for me, I'd be honored. Victoria. I don't know who I am anymore. Jack. Then let's figure it out, together. Crystal Ball, what's next? Victor declares war. He hires private investigators to find Dumas and erase every trace of him. Nikki faces public scrutiny. Her past affair and the cover-up shake her position as a social leader. Victoria rebuilds herself. She starts a new company, separate from Newman, separate from Jabot. A female-led venture called Veritas, Latin for truth. Jack reclaims his legacy. With a daughter, he feels a sense of peace and renewed purpose. Adam uses the scandal to rise. He becomes CEO, but not without opposition from Nick and Nate. Ashley wants a DNA test too. She suspects Dumas might be hiding more blood secrets. Television final scene of the week. Victoria stands on the bridge overlooking the city skyline. Jack joins her quietly. It's beautiful, he says. I used to think power meant owning all of it, she replies. Now I think it means walking away from what doesn't serve you. She turns to him. Do you think he ever loved me? Even if I wasn't his? Jack looks her in the eye.
He did.
In his way. But I can love you in ours. She nods. Behind them, across the city, the Newman Tower glows. But for the first time, Victoria walks away without looking back.